You are about to listen to an exclusive interview here on Maximum Threshold Radio at MaximumThreshold.net.
Hello.
Hello, Marlene.
Hey, how are you?
Hello
Sorry,
there.
I'm at a kid's birthday party.
I love them.
Is it your kid?
No, I don't have kids.
You want to
My
make
friend
some? You want to make some?
What?
You want to make some?
No.
Come on, you got them big giant boobies. Them
That's
kids,
that's
them
Mike
kids would
over
be
here.
like 100 pounds in like 2 months.
Damn.
What'd you say?
I said you got them big giant boobies. You can feed them. They'll be like 100 pounds in 2 months.
Well, you never know what's an illusion.
Well, how about you just feed me, mommy?
You're not coming in very clear.
Oh no, let me make sure.
Well, let me take my pants off.
Ah! There we
Is
go.
that better?
Knock that out. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that a little better?
What?
Is that a little better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I had to close some programs down. So what's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you guys?
Nothing, man. Hey, I tell everybody here, you know, we watch movies, you know, what we do is we dig into it a little deeper, find out who's in, you know, who starred in, who's in the cast of, and when we try to bring them on a show here to talk a little bit about how it was being on that show, then we dig a little deeper in and find out about your career, what your plans are, what you're up to, and then we get really into it, and we find out, like with you, you've been in a lot of stuff, and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was watching Alison Murderland last week, and I've seen it like I think 4 or 5 times now, and it's grown on to me, and it's like one of those movies that, you know, like I've been reading. It's like another cult classic, like one of our favorite Thanksgiving, and it's like in that same genre. And I just want to talk a little bit about that movie first.
Sure.
How was it being on that one?
Yeah. Well, it was a really fun movie to make. It was kind of funny because I had done a movie for the producers previously, and it was called Sawblade. I don't know if it ever got out. I'm not sure. And I know it was in film festivals. But I went to the premiere, and I saw the director of that movie, and I said, hey, you never asked me to be in another movie. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you'd want to. And then, sure enough, a week later, not even, maybe like a month, I was like sick in bed, and I'm like, eh. And I get a call saying, hey, the lead of our movie dropped out. Do you want to be the lead in Alison Murderland? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And that's how that happened. And then from then on, I actually ended up I thought like maybe I wouldn't do another one. And then we went on to do Aliens for Satire. Mm-hmm. But Alison Murderland was a lot of fun. The whole cast, you know, it was around the time when, I think there was like writer's strikes or something.
Okay.
So it was a lot. You could get a lot of great actors for low budget films, because actors that were serious and just wanted to work, they were totally down to put a lot of energy into things that they normally wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a ball. We were all together for like 6 or 7 days, and dressed in costumes and hanging out all day. And I think it's one of my favorite movies, particularly because it took place over like 5 or 6 days, so I got to wear a lot of different outfits.
You know, one thing I noticed about it, the script was pretty bad, the filming of it was pretty bad, but the acting, though, was really good. And that's the thing I liked about it.
Yeah, well, it's good when people like you notice that, because you know, it's so easy for people that are not as skilled movie watchers to be like, oh, that's a crap film. And look, it is. But, you know, when you love to act, you're always working on your craft. And when you're in a movie like that, look, now, you know, we're talking about it right now. So stuff does come out of it for the actors. You know, a lot of those actors, you know, we all go on to do a lot of different things. But it's true, like, you know, the movies they could be filmed so much better. The script is so easily written, and it could be so much better, but they know what they're doing is basically pre-selling these movies. So they don't even have to make anything too fantastic if they don't want to, I guess.
So Is there any part of the script that specifies that you need to run slowly or bouncing your bountiful, beautiful bosoms?
Did I do that in the movie somewhere?
No.
I didn't see any. I sure hope so. Because if I watch them and you don't, I'm coming out there and I'm chasing you and making you do it.
I know that I have a window scene in that movie.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good scene.
People email me in fan mail and stuff and write me about that scene. And they're like, "Oh, I saw this window scene of you, and I ended up downloading the movie." And so I know that scene is in there because, you know, so they get things like that. They'll like take, you know, they'll take video of you walking up the stairs, like stuff like that, you know.
That was it's.
But you,
that was such a good movie. You know, you take it for what it's worth, and there was so much hype outside of the movie. You know, especially with the cover of the DVD, which has nothing to do with the movie at all. It's pretty wild.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I do the movies, and then as far as publicity goes, and I actually do remember the cover of that. It's like Alice is on the front, right, in the garden or something.
Yeah, a house up on the hill.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But after you know, you do the movie, and then when I get to see the movie, I don't know what they're doing for publicity or things like that. I never really know. I'm not in the loop. I didn't know, like, a few of the movies actually have gone in other countries in theaters. And so I would get emails from the producers like, "Oh, this movie, you should go to India. You're really famous there right now." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, whatever," because the movie's out in theaters. And then you start getting fan mail, and you're like, "Oh, really? They are doing stuff with these." And it's kind of interesting
Are they
in
like,
that way.
Are they like, "Oh, my goodness, I love you in Alison, Murderland. Please come visit my cow."
Yeah. Well, actually, what they do is there was this one movie called Aliens vs. Avatar, and that was the one that got into like theaters first, and then soon after, a few weeks in theaters, all of my new Facebook like friend requests were like Makash, Akish, Akeem, like all these people that like that were trying to friend request me, and they wrote, "I saw you in Aliens vs. Avatar. Are you going to be at the Emmys or whatever?" And I'm like, wow, they're really misunderstood. But
do you think someday you might hit the big leagues and be on the Sci-Fi Channel?
Yeah, actually, I just did a movie that is it has Richard Hatch and Vernon Wells. It's called Alien Hunger, and it's targeted for the Sci-Fi Channel, so we'll see if they pick it up, because Richard Hatch was he was on
Survivor,
I think it was, for a long time. So, hopefully, I'm doing a webisode right now. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out. It's called Revelations, and that is doing really well. Every time we put out a new episode, it gets like 17,000 hits within like 3 days.
Nice.
I actually had to call my cable company and bitch to them because the two channels I watch the most, the History Channel 2 and Sci-Fi, were like out.
Oh, wow.
And I called and I yelled at some fucking guy that didn't speak. I'm like, "Give me someone who fucking speaks English." And he's like, "I am busy watching Alice in Murderland. Call back later."
Those are the two channels I watch the least. It's so funny. Yeah.
I'm filming a movie. I was wondering if you'd like to be the lead in it.
Oh yeah, what kind of movie is that?
It's Yentl 2. Can you play a Jewish woman?
Yentl 2. And what is that about?
It's about me and you.
Oh, you're playing Revelations now?
Yeah,
you're playing. Are you playing the Justice music video? What are you playing?
It was on your bio thing. It just popped up on it real quick. I was like, "Whoa, damn!" That
was allowed.
It came out of nowhere.
We can make Jewish babies, and then I can dance in your next video.
Yeah.
I'll do the Silence of the Lambs wiener tuck dance.
You guys are playing something. I don't know where you're getting, but I recognize it.
Oh wow. That hurt me.
We have some of your fans found out that you were going to be on, and they have some questions. They wanted to know if you took your inspiration for the role you played as Gia in the short Pretty. Were you inspired by the episode of Saved by the Bell when Slater's pet salamander dies?
I do love Saved by the Bell, but I don't remember that episode in particular.
And would you wear a two-piece bikini if you were a member of the Malibu Sands? And would you bang Slater with or without the mullet?
Okay, I would bring Slater without the mullet. And yes, I would wear the bikini.
A two-piece or a one-piece that had the stomach cut out?
The stomach cut
You know what I'm talking about? Those girls had the...
Yeah.
Because I usually would...
Those tankinis or something?
Yeah, tankinis. I like to wear a banana hammock, but over my shoulders, Borat style. It accentuates my package. It makes the Hebrew hammer look like it's going to do some damage.
From the front or the back.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What are your thoughts of a Jewish guy with a chloroform rag? What do you think? Do we got something special?
What?
A chloroform rag.
Oh my God.
I told you this was going to be entertaining, didn't I?
Those two things don't go together. You know that, right?
I don't know about that. I'll put some assless chaps on, too. Come on. Odin style.
Could be better than Man of War stuff.
Yeah, I'll wear a gator skin loincloth. What do you think about that?
Actually, I do like gator skin. Well, gator-inspired fabrics always look great.
Yeah. Are you a member of PETA? Is that why you say gator-inspired?
I'm not an official member of PETA, but I love animals.
Mm-hmm.
I really do love animals, and I do try to make a conscious effort to at least not have fur. I mean, of course, I do have things made out of leather and stuff, but I try to... I don't eat meat, really, very often.
Oh, that's too bad.
I knew you were going to say that. God, you beat me to it.
What do you... Well, I didn't say it when she said she loved animals. I didn't say I got a snake in my boots.
Okay, here's just something.
You're excited for a second there, huh?
Here's a little something for your fans that really know you about your birds. Did you teach your birds the dance and stuff like that? Or did you buy them like that?
Actually, cockatoos are known for dancing. It's just one of those species of birds that, like, when you play music for them, they're really great at dancing. And then other species are just have other talents. Like my African gray, he's a great singer. I think he's Beyonce. So it's not that it's not that they all. It is. I think they all have it in them because we just went into the bird store the other day, my friend and I was like, play some music on your phone, and all the cockatoos started dancing in the cages, and then the African greys would pipe up with their singing. Mm-hmm. So
I had an African gray for a couple of years. African gray for a year or two, yeah, and we actually had two of them. We had Pogo and Gacy, like. I dated this girl and she bought them. And I would sit in front of... They're supposed to be the smartest bird, right? And
yeah, they are.
I sat in front of that cage and I tried teaching them to speak. I would sit in front of that cage for hours and just go, fuck, fuck, fuck. And they would not do it. But soon as I got...
That's your problem right there, because the bird... So you left the bird in the cage, or you...
No, I'd let him out and I'd try to teach her.
Oh,
okay. But they would never talk. But soon as I went to take a shower,
they started talking.
They would imitate the phone ringing.
Everything else but you.
Yeah. So if you come to Cleveland, I have a bird in a cage that you could teach to dance.
It's a cockatoo?
It's a cock for you.
You had that. You were working that one up, weren't you?
She stepped right into it. So, seriously,
You're funny.
I want to be in your next music video. I can do the.
You like my music video?
Oh, I like that.
I liked it. Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I can do.
Nobody's seen it except for you guys. I think I'm going to be able to release it tomorrow.
Nice.
I could moonwalk. I can. I can do the robot. I could breakdance a little bit.
Hot in a dress.
I wouldn't say hot, but I'll wear one.
He's passable.
Yeah, I'm passable. I can duct tape the hammer behind.
So it look like you're packing some meat in the back.
Yeah, it's a nasty hemorrhoid.
You got a potato in your ass.
It's a nasty hemorrhoid.
Oh.
Would you like to come to Cleveland for a tea party?
A tea party.
I don't know. That sounds It sounds like there's something behind that tea party that you're not mentioning.
I think he's about to bring up tea bags. I can foresee it now.
That's disgusting.
Wait, he must have looked at my post about. Did you look at my post about yesterday? I was like, I've been on set so long and this and that, and I just want a cup of tea at the end of this rainbow.
I got to be honest. When I looked you up on the internet, I just looked at your face and your titties. I'm sorry, you made me retarded.
Can you imagine?
He went looking like that. I did some research on you.
Well, then I know exactly who. Because on my website, in the back end, I can see what people type to find me, and I found out a new website because of this called Boobapedia.
We can check that.
So I didn't know that website existed, but I'm wondering if that was you.
No, that wasn't.
No. I'm normally not a boob man. I'll make an exception in your case. Yeah, I'm a giver. I'm a giver. What can I say?
So you mentioned that you were doing some commercials or something like that. Is there something that you think that's really gonna air that we can be looking forward to seeing you on TV?
I don't know. Let me think. This week's been so jumbled up with filming all of these different things. We were working actually with. James Franco teaches one of my classes right now, and so he's putting a lot of his students in commercials and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just kind of it's artsy stuff where you can't even tell who we are. Like the last time we had masks on and stuff. So I don't even know if it would be something to look up, but basically that's what we've been doing lately.
You were in one of my favorite shows.
I wouldn't want to what?
I said you were in. I saw that you were in one of my favorite shows.
Which is what? Oh, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Do you know? Did you see the episode?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again, but I do remember that episode.
Yeah.
With the billboards.
That was a good time. Danny DeVito is really, really nice. And you know what else? He has a stand-in for him that's shorter than him, and his name is Danny.
Oh, wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And all the guys on set there are extremely nice guys. And you know who directed that episode? What's his name? From the Wonder Years. Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, my mom was like, when I was a kid, she used to go, I want you to grow up and marry that boy, okay? So then when, my first guest starring thing was with him, she was like, okay, so, just go meet him, and then he walked by me and he had really good cologne, and I called my mom. I'm like, he smells really good, Mom.
He's got that new Justin Bieber stuff.
Did it make you moist in the pants?
No.
Did you say?
No,
did you tell?
It's creepy because he looks like him from the show.
Did you
it's
say?
So weird.
Did you say my name is Winnie Cooper and you could hit me in my pooper?
No, next time I'm on the show and he's directing, I will remember to do that.
See, I was more of I liked Wanda from Doogie Howser more than Winnie from Wonder Years.
How about
I
Topanga?
don't know Wanda from Doogie Howser.
Oh, Wanda's hot. Oh, my God.
I don't think I watched
I think you should be in a movie and make out with her.
Wanda. I don't know anyone.
And maybe
named
have a
Wanda.
scissor
That doesn't
fight.
sound too hot.
Scissor fight. Some Indian leg wrestling going on. Oh, God. Let's see here. Marlene, just a couple of crazy questions, and we'll let you get going here. But I definitely, I thank you for being on the show here tonight, and just, I told you it's going to be different and entertaining, and I think we were able to accomplish that tonight.
Yeah, you guys were great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate being on with you guys, and I had a great time.
And we appreciate, real acting coming out, and you're really, really good, and I think that your sister is also doing acting too.
Yeah, she was the lead in the movie Pretty that I wrote and directed, and actually I co-wrote with her. And she's just a really talented girl.
Uh-huh.
You saw her in the dancing in the music video. Yeah. She's just well-rounded as well.
Yeah, maybe one of these days we'll get her on here too, and maybe we'll tone it down a little bit for her. But I definitely thank you for being on the show here. Can you do us a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you do a promo ID for us? Just say your name.
Yeah.
Pick some movies out that you want to be affiliated with, and say you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it.
Say what? The Maximum. I'm Marlene McCohen, and I'm Marlene McCohen from.
Like you say, Alison, Murderland, and you listen to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it.
Yeah. This is Marlene McCohen. You are listening to Maximum Threshold, and I will see you again soon. That
was perfect.
Yes.
Marlene.
I said see you again, like I'm going to see everyone.
Well, you'll be back. I want to get you back on here because you're part of our family now here on the radio show. So definitely like to keep you in the loop here when you got something you're promoting or something you got going on, especially after this video drops and stuff down the road there. And if you get a CD that's coming out here, stay in contact, and we'll play it on air here, and we'll help you out as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you ever want to play my song, I don't know if you guys play music, that would be awesome too.
Definitely. We'll get that lined up next week since it's not coming out until tomorrow, so we'll hook that up for you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
And have yourself a good evening. And once again, thank you again for being on our show.
Don't forget, I want to be in your next video.
Yeah, well, I'm going to call you guys, okay? I'm going to give you guys a shout-out.
I'm like a whirlwind on the dance floor. I'll go in your video and do the Saturday Night Fever dance. If you rent
I can do the worm.
If you get me a white suit like that, I'll do the dance.
You do that dance, I'll do the worm behind you.
Yeah. I don't trust you behind me, sailor.
You're doing the worm?
I don't trust you anywhere near behind me, sailor. I do have a sweet ass.
Thank you. Okay, Marlene.
Careful what you guys wish for.
I hear you. Okay, have yourself a good evening.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening to an exclusive interview here on Maximum Threshold Radio at MaximumThreshold.net.